Hey guys, I am riding a wave of excitement right now because I just filmed my May BoxyCharm unboxing, which is actually going to go up after this video. Spoiler alert! And I thought, why not just film a random favorites video as well? Because faves happen and I felt like sharing. The first thing I want to talk to you about is shoes, because shoes are awesome. And the first pair of shoes I have that are my probably all-time favorite pair of shoes ever are these Birkenstocks. And I know they probably look grubby and disgusting and terrible, but I've had them for literally years. When you first get Birkenstocks, the cork is just like this on the inside, but the more you wear them, suddenly like a black footprint, like a black imprint of your foot shows up on the inside sole, and then after a long time it's just all black, and that's when you know you've worn them in. And mine are so old that the inside sole is all black, the treads are wearing off on the other side, and in some areas the cork on the edges is actually starting to split, which means sooner or later I'll need to replace these. But for now, love them and definitely a favorite. The second pair of shoes I want to share with you is a pair that I actually just recently bought. And they are these boots from Lucky. Look at them. I freaking love them. They're like leather and they have these gold and it's like fake snakeskin. There's just a tiny little bit of a heel and there's zippers on both sides and they're super comfortable and I just love them to death. I really love weird, unique shoes. I don't want to have shoes that look like everyone else's shoes, so these are perfect and I love them. Definitely also a favorite. The next favorite I want to share with you are 3 books in one series. And those books are The Girl with the Dragon Tattoo, The Girl Who Played with Fire, and The Girl Who Cooked the Hornet's Nest. I love the Millennium series. I haven't bought or read the 4th novel yet, but I'm so excited to, kind of contemplating maybe picking it up after I finish the book I'm reading right now. But definitely love these series. The first half of the first one is a little bit slow, but if you can get past that, it's like non-stop awesome for the rest of like that book. There's no slow parts in the second, and definitely no slow parts in the third. I would maybe say look up a review or something online, or maybe like a synopsis of them, because there are some parts in here that might not sit well with people. But if you have a thicker skin and a more solid stomach, definitely recommend these books. I love them to death. If I had to choose off the top of my head 3 vinyl albums, is that how they say it? Or is it just vinyl? 3 vinyls within the collection that I share with my boyfriend that I love, these would be them. I have everything on like a little footstool next to me. The first is this. This is the Queens of the Stone Age Like Clockwork album. It's their vinyl. This is their more recent album. It is awesome. Does not even it's so different from anything else that they've done, but it's amazing and the vinyl is gorgeous. Look at the inside of this. Look at it. It's like a piece of artwork. Most vinyl I think of as like art that you also listen to. And this is the back of it. Just like so amazing. It's 2 vinyl and it is just awesome. So amazing to listen to this format. The second one is one that we just picked up most recently at the motherfucking Mother concert. So awesome. It was such an awesome concert. And this is also a really amazing album. They are one of my new favorite bands, Mother. Totally love them. This is the front. It's just a single sleeve. And this is the back of it. So awesome. The last one is just the king. I feel like in our collection, it's never going to get dethroned. It's gonna be there until the end of time, and it deserves that spot. Because, ladies and gentlemen, this is the Dark Side of the Moon vinyl. And it still plays relatively well. This is one from 1975, and it is just, like, how could it be less than number one? It's... Do I need to explain this? I mean, no, I don't think so. This is so iconic, and I love it, and the album itself is amazing, and it just transcends space and time. That's the front of it, and that's the back of it. So I just realized now that I've had the fan going in the background this entire video. So if that's terribly annoying, I'm really sorry. It's like a sauna unless I don't have a fan on the door wide open all the time. So just bear with me the rest of the video, please. The next two favorites I want to talk about are two skincare products. One I've been using, tried and true, tested, ride or die, and that is the Angels on Bare Skin from Lush. It just looks like this. In the pod, it's usually full. I'm almost out of this one. I'm gonna pick up a new one tomorrow probably, but because I never want to run out. But I love this for my skin. I find my cheeks are super dry, but my T-zone is pretty oily, and this just balances all the oils on my skin nicely. It's not a sudsy, soapy, foamy type of face mask. It's more milky, and it's a little bit exfoliating, and it just soothes my skin so nicely. The next two products I have to share with you as favorites are two makeup products, and that is the first one being the Hourglass Lip Oil number 28. This is a recent fave. I just picked this up at the Sephora BAB sale. It's super good at just conditioning and making your lips soft and hydrated. It's gold plated, and then the product comes out like so, and then you just take it and you go, oh yeah, thanks. Don't mind if I do. Yes, very good. And it just makes your lips feel amazing. It's funny because I picked up a sample of this one day. I actually went back to the Sephora VIB sale like a couple times for various reasons, but the first day I picked it up only as a sample, and I tried it once the night I picked it up. And I was like, well, I need to go back and buy it now because that's how awesome it is. Tried the sample once and loved it so much I wanted to go back the next day and buy the real thing. So, Hourglass Lip Oil number 28. Definitely a new favorite. And the next one, which shouldn't be surprising since I almost jumped for joy when I saw this in the April BoxyCharm, is the Ofra Cosmetics Rodeo Drive Highlight. I have been wearing this every single day since I got it in my April BoxyCharm. I'm wearing it on my cheeks right now. I don't know how you can see it in this light though. And it's just amazing. I'm so happy with it. I'm so glad to actually have like a blinding flash of light on my cheekbones. No more modest glow. Definitely amongst the glow getters now. So that's all the products I have that are favorites that are physical objects that I can hold in my hands and wave around like an excitable child. The next couple favorites I have are actually on my body and a saying to end with. So let's get to it. The first two being two of my piercings. And the first piercing that I would say is a favorite of mine, I've also had for years, and that would be my orbital, which is right here, this one. Kind of orbits that part of my ear, you could say. And I saw that on a website or in a magazine. I think it was on a website. I think it was like looking at like a piercing website, and I saw that and I was like, hold the phones, let's go right now. I want that on my ear. And I basically printed up the picture, brought it down to the piercing studio that I used to go to, that I was a regular at. They knew me by name. I used to get a new piercing every 2 weeks when I was a teenager, guys. No joke. My friends were like, don't you think you should heal? And I was like, there's no time for that. There's more metal sticking me. Anyways, I printed up the picture, went down to the piercing studio that I used to frequent as a teenager, showed one of the piercers the picture, and I was like, I want this. This right here. Please, can I have it? And they're like, oh my god, that looks fantastic and awesome, let's go do it right now. And it was an ordeal, I'll tell you that. They pierced the daith and then left the needle in there, got a fresh needle, very sanitized place, and pierced the rook, I think it goes through, and then I was lying down on the bench, I wasn't sitting up for any of this, and then he had to feed the captive bead ring through the daith and then through the work without letting it fall out of the daith, which is, this is the daith and then this part is the rook. And then after they were connected with the open captive bead ring, he then had to clamp it shut with the bead, obviously. And I just remember lying on the piercer's bench afterward, just kind of shaking a little bit, and I remember saying, I'm just gonna lie here for a while. Because it was definitely not a in and out type of piercing experience, but I love it. I love how unique it is. And I love that it's not something you see every day. The next one is also on my face, and that piercing is my septum. And you guys, if you've been watching any of my videos, or even watching this one, you're already seeing it, whether you know it or not, because that's this piercing right here. I'll get up close and personal, you can see up my nose. That piercing right here. And I love it, and I had a strange past with my septum piercing, because all of my face piercings I've had before and then took them out and then got them all back slowly. And the first time I had my septum pierced, sorry, my cat is like walking beside my camera right now and leaning against it. Look at it, you're gonna just be my buddy. Just lie down there. Good kitty. He's on my lap now. Anyways, the first time I had my septum done, I got it, I said, for notoriety reasons, so I could just say that I had it done, but I never wore it down. It was always flipped up into my nose. But this time I feel like, because I'm older and more confident, I give less fucks about what people think about me, I wear it down all the time, and definitely just because of the history I've had with the septum, and I just aesthetically like how it looks on my face, it is definitely my other favorite piercing. I love all my piercings, but there are some that I love more than the others. The next two favorites I want to share with you are my two most recent tattoos. And they are both my favorite tattoos that I have, but not because that they're the most recent ones I got. Maybe because they're the two color ones I have, but more so just because I just love their artwork and like the symbolism that I saw within them. The first, I'm just gonna get up and show you, is this one on my arm. And this is actually a design of a tarot card, the Osho Zen Existence Tarot card, which is, I'll just post a picture here, and I just love I don't really believe in spirituality or tarot cards or anything like that, but the meaning behind this imagery just spoke to me, and it's basically that everything on this planet is connected. The birds, the animals, the people, the water, the air, the rocks, the trees, the plant life, every single atom on this planet we're all connected here. And we just forget this constantly because we're so busy with our daily lives and going from point A to point B and gotta get ahead, but it blinds us to the fact that we're all living on this planet together. We're all in this together, in a sense, and that's what this Osho Zen tarot card tattoo means for me. It's the the connectivity between every living thing on this planet, and that just speaks to me on so many levels. The next one I will try to show you, hopefully without dying because it's on my foot.
Sorry if this is horribly rough, but I couldn't think of any other way to film this tattoo. Anyways, this is my other favorite tattoo. It is my most recent tattoo. I got it February 2016, and the imagery might creep some people out, but I love it. I saw it on my tattoo artist's flash sheet for Halloween-themed items, and I immediately thought to myself, I need that on my foot. and I'm so happy now that it is. For me, this imagery kind of symbolizes transformation and just transcendence. It's the old self being buried in the coffin and a new, brighter, improved self flying free in the form of the bug. And that's what this tattoo means for me, and I just love it, and I love how vibrant and different it is as well, and it's definitely one of my favorites.
The last favorite that I want to leave you with today is actually my all-time favorite saying. I came by it randomly flipping through this very, very old day-by-day calendar my mom has that has inspirational sayings on it. And there's so many out there, but this one just stuck with me years and years and years later, even to this day. And that saying is, it's not what you have, it's what you choose. It's not what you see, it's what you use. These are the things that mar or bless the sum of human happiness. See you later, guys. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in my next video. It's funny because I was watching a Faves and Not So Faves video from Laura Lee, and she hated this and threw out an entire tub or just got rid of it, and I was like crying at the video like, no, give it to me, I love it, I'll take it please. No, why? Oh Jesus.